morning. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now for a moment of silence. And now for our SOAR pledge.
I will be a person who is safe, organized, accountable, and respectful every day. Skyhawk SOAR.
Good morning. Today is Monday, May 2nd, day 3. It's Mystery Baby Monday Day. Are you ready to try and take a guess at which staff member it is? We will reveal the answer at the end of the show.
Leadership Day is tomorrow morning. If you eat breakfast in the cafeteria, we have been asked to ask you to please clean up after yourself and try your absolute hardest not to spill or drop food on the floor.
In other news, we are happy to announce that students have already began to return their library books. Students may now only check out one book at a time. If you are having any trouble finding your books because you just can't remember where you put them, please talk to Miss Reese. It's better to tell her ahead of time rather than waiting until the last possible chance.
Mr. Timko is holding auditions for the talent show every morning from 7:30 to 8 and from 10:40 to 11:15 until tomorrow. The talent show will be held next Thursday at 9 a.m. This also happens to be an early release date. School will be dismissed at 11 a.m.
Submissions to join the news crew for next year have come to a close. Unless you were absent on Friday, Ms. Novikov will not accept late applications.
Student council elections are coming up. If you are in grades 5th through 7th, you will be able to vote for your candidates on May 4th. Mrs. Couture will have the candidate videos available to you soon. We'll be right back with Mallory right after we take a look at the weather.
This summer, during the month of June, the Peoria Police Department Police Actives Legal will present the Youth Citizen Police Academy. The academy will be available 4 different weeks, and with each session lasting 4 days. This academy is designed to build relationships between kids entering the 7th and 8th grades and the police department. This program is intended to introduce children to what occurs at the police department on a daily basis. This program is free on behalf of the grant from the U.S. Department of Justice. All participants will receive a t-shirt and certificate upon completion of the work course. On the final day, students will participate in investigating mock crime scenes created especially for them. This academy is open to boys and girls entering 7th and 8th grade in the fall of 2016. Students must reside in Peoria or attend a school within the city limits and not have attended a previous academy. There is no academic requirement, however, good behavior is required at all times. Although good behavior is required, this is not a boot camp or a program for rebellious teens. This free program requires a parent or guardian permission slip and waiver, which is included in the application packet. Transportation to and from the school is responsible of a parent or guardian. You also can apply online at peoriaaz.gov/newsecondary. Bee and Simon are standing by with some more school news.
We have a few dates for you to remember. All this week is Teacher Appreciation.
Just to show how much you care about your teacher, tomorrow is card day. Make a card or a poem, which I prefer to do, and tell your teacher just how much you appreciate them.
Leadership Day is tomorrow from 8:30 to 11.
Tomorrow night is the last PTSO meeting of the year. Can you believe that, Bea?
I cannot. Everything is ending. There is a site council 3:15 on the 4th.
And JHS inductions are at 6 o'clock, also on the 4th.
The talent show dress rehearsal is on the 5th at 9 o'clock.
And guess what, Bea?
What?
There is also an early release date on the 5th.
The actual talent show is 6 o'clock on the 6th.
Dibbles testing is on the 11th. That's such a cool word.
I know, dibble, dibble, dibble.
Dibbles, dibbles.
Also, staff members. The last day to enroll in benefits is the 13th.
And finally, the staff and student basketball game will be held on the 19th.
How exciting.
It's going to be really fun.
With Leadership Day tomorrow, Mrs. Harper has asked that all staff members please park in the west parking lot when you arrive in the morning. We need lots of empty spots.
It's going to be a big day. Finally, on the lunch menu, today Miss April is cooking up a Philly cheesesteak sandwich,
A yogurt lunchbox with a muffin.
and there is a chef's choice, so it's a mystery to all of us.
Wow, that's awesome. Your side dishes are oranges, carrots, and salad.
That is all for today, Skyhawks. We will leave you with your latest episode of Space to Ground. Have a great day.
Houston Station on Space to Ground.
Run, Tim, run!
Welcome to Space to Ground. I'm Dan Hewitt. ESA astronaut Tim Peake joined the short list of successful space marathon runners over the weekend. The British astronaut ran in concert with about 33,000 people participating in the London Marathon and was even able to watch them live on a screen from his treadmill. He completed the 26.2-mile distance in 3 hours, 35 minutes, enough time for the station to circle the entire globe more than twice. He joins an exclusive club with NASA astronaut Sonny Williams, who ran the Boston Marathon from station back in 2007. A new satellite launched from the station this week, and it was a big step for a new country looking to reach out into space. The Diwata 1 satellite was deployed from outside of the Japanese Kibo module on Wednesday. Intended to observe Earth and monitor climate changes, this was the first microsatellite owned by the Philippine government that involved Filipino engineers in the development. It was a joint project between Philippine and Japanese universities and is just the latest small satellite to be deployed thanks to the International Space Station. This week, Kyle wants to know why the robotic arm is often controlled by the ground. Don't the astronauts have a better view? As it turns out, they don't for a lot of maneuvers since windows are pretty rare on the station. The crew has robotic control stations in the Cupola and the Destiny Lab, with the former only having a view of what's immediately underneath the station. For the most part, they have to rely on the same external camera views that our operators on the ground receive. And since some of these operations can take up to 8 hours or more, it's easier for folks on the ground to take over tasks when astronauts aren't required. Keep sending us your questions using the hashtag #SpaceToGround. We'll see you next week.
Welcome to my